What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Lauren if you're new here, and welcome back to another Taylor Swift lyric decoding. In case you're new here, decoding Taylor Swift's lyrics and creating decoding videos for her music videos is where I got my start on YouTube 4 or 5 years ago. Some of you guys have been following me ever since then, which is just truly so amazing. So it feels very full circle to be back, to be in my new house, to be doing this once again with like a little bit of a nicer setup. And it just, yeah, it feels really good to be back. Happy new Taylor Swift era. By the way, happy Midnights era. It's been very, very exciting reacting, bringing you guys all of this content. I hope that you guys have watched the videos that I posted on YouTube. And in case those reactions weren't enough for you, I have all the unedited, full, like couple hour long reactions to every single video available on my Patreon right now. Speaking of my Patreon, we just posted our November calendar for the month. This month, we're going to be having a Patreon-wide live stream, a ready-to-party game night for everybody in the 13 and up tiers. Thinking we're gonna be doing some Midnights trivia, so stay tuned, keep streaming. And then of course, we will have our $40 and up monthly Zoom call that we call Let's Whine About It, where we just get together and literally talk about anything, everything. Conversation usually gets pretty wild. But as always, no pressure to join. It's just in case you're wanting a little bit extra Lauren, if you're looking for a Swiftie community that's not just Swifties, like yes, that's what brought us together, but we talk about a whole range of things. I love meeting so many new people. We just got like, I think 103 new patrons over the last weekend, and I am so thrilled to hear that and to get to know everybody. Anytime anybody new joins, you're always encouraged to introduce yourself in our introductions channel on the Discord server, and it's just really, really cool to see how many people love Taylor Swift and bring her together, because I feel like the news is always like, oh, it's just teenage girls. It's not. It's real people, men and women of all genders, sexualities from all around the world, and it's just really, really cool, and I love it there. I'm just very excited to decode the lyrics to Anti-Hero, Taylor Swift's lead single for her new album, Midnights. Feels wild to even say that, and I know, trust me, you guys are gonna be like, but what about the music video? Guys, like I said on my tweet, make sure you're following me on all my platforms, the lyrics to Anti-Hero and the music video, while they go together, they are two totally separate things that need to be pulled apart. I have already started that script. You can expect that video next from me. So right now today, we are going over the lyrics. It's just beautiful. It really freaking is. I mean, if you're unfamiliar with any of my past lyrical decodings, I'm literally going to be going through line by line and explaining what everything means and explaining what I think it means. And then of course, as always, make sure you let me know what you guys think down below. Do you think I get something right? I usually love reading your guys' comments the most because you guys just pick up on things that I never see, like my embarrassing Bejeweled reaction last night when the wine just like kept me from realizing that Speak Now was like everywhere in that video. Yeah, trust me, I realized the second time around. You know, my vlogs are coming very soon. By the way, I went to Mexico. I'm doing all these new house things. I'm gonna be editing my empty house tour that's gonna be going up soon. It's just Taylor's doing a lot of surprise drops, and I'm trying to be timely, but also give you guys what you want. You're following me on Instagram and TikTok because I'm also going to be doing a giveaway for some signed Taylor Swift CDs very, very soon. Not in this video, probably the next video. So make sure you are subscribed with your post notifications turned on, and let's just jump right into today's video. It's a beautiful song. It's a beautiful anthem, and I really hope that the message is coming through what Taylor's trying to tell us. In order to start off this lyric decoding, we of course have to go to the queen herself, Taylor, her explanation of the song. So let's watch that video that she gave us now.
Track 3, Anti-Hero, is one of my favorite songs I've ever written. I really don't think I've delved this far into my insecurities in this detail before. You know, I struggle a lot with the idea that, you know, my life has become unmanageably sized, and that I, you know, not to sound too dark, but like I just struggle with the idea of like not feeling like a person. Like, don't feel bad for me, you don't need to, but you know, this song really is a real guided tour throughout all the, you know, things I tend to hate about myself. We all hate things about ourselves, and it's all of those aspects of the things we dislike and like about ourselves that we have to come to terms with if we're gonna like be this person. So yeah, I like Anti-Hero a lot because I think it's really honest.
I agree. It is so honest. It's like one of the reasons I like this song so much, and one of the reasons I think the lyrics are so good. Without further ado, let's start with the lyrics. I haven't said that in so long. Oh, this feels great. Okay. Guys, I also have my notes in front of me because I just want to get this video out and written. So if you see me looking down, that's what I'm looking at. I have this thing where I get older, but just never wiser. Midnights become my afternoons. So, you obviously know the old saying, you'll understand when you're older and wiser. Well, Taylor Swift is using a play on words here that's actually relatable AF. Saying that she feels like she keeps getting older, but just not getting any wiser, AKA just making the same mistakes over and over again instead of learning from them like society says we're supposed to. Saying that midnights become her afternoons. It's actually something that I relate to a lot. Maybe there's like other people out there with ADHD, but just sometimes I can just really accomplish a lot from the hours of 11 p.m. to 3 a.m. and I have no idea why. Some of my best quiet creative work comes out of those hours, and it sounds like Taylor's does too. When my depression works the graveyard shift, all of the people I've ghosted stand there in the room. It's always so weird to like read the lyrics instead of sing them, so maybe I end up singing them at the end of it. In these lines, she's telling us that her depression, side note, which she has never really explicitly called out to us before, which is kind of a huge deal. She's telling us that sometimes it hits her during the hours of midnight to 8 a.m., AKA the graveyard shift. Which also happens to be a productive time for her, it sounds like, because she just referred to it as her afternoons. And then when she says all of the people I've ghosted stand there in the room, it's actually like a really great metaphor for anxiety, in my opinion. People that she's ghosted in her life can refer to work relationships that she hasn't followed up on or that have turned sour, ex-boyfriends, ex-friends, ex-associates, or anyone who's reached out to her that she hasn't responded to. I mean, clearly this could mean a lot of different things, but I love that she decided to use the word ghosted. And then in the video, as you've seen, she actually decided to use actual ghosts standing there in these sheets depicting her anxieties. I thought it was hilarious and very clever. I should not be left to my own devices. They come with prices and vices. I end up in crisis. Tale as old as time. You might have actually heard this phrase a lot, but not really know what it means. When someone says, oh, we're leaving him to his own devices, they're saying we're gonna let them be in charge of their own decisions, essentially. So here, Taylor Swift is saying, ugh, when all the choices are left up to me, I don't always make the right one. Because my choices come with prices and vices. Side note, vices is defined as immoral or wicked behavior or like a moral fault or a weakness. For example, mine would be, I can usually stick to a healthy diet unless someone pulls out Bluebell ice cream. Bluebell ice cream is my vice. If you know, you know. What she's saying here is that when the decisions are left up to her, that is not a good thing and that she ends up in crisis. Again, this is a very like tongue-in-cheek funny song. So like you have to kind of understand that she's making fun of herself in this whole thing. I wake up screaming from dreaming, one day I'll watch as you're leaving, because you got tired of my scheming for the last time. Once again, Taylor is bringing us into her mind and her insecurities with this verse. She's talking about her nightmares and how she wakes up screaming from them, and it sounds like one of her nightmares is watching you, whoever you might be in the song, leave her behind because they finally saw all of the things that Taylor considers as flaws about herself, couldn't take them, and decided to leave her because of them. Obviously, this paints a really great picture for how anxiety feels. I feel like this is everyone's worst nightmare, right? To have all of the terrible thoughts your worst inner critic thinks of yourself and to have other people around you see it, point it out, validate those flaws, and then hate you and leave you behind because of it. Yeah, I'm like sweating thinking of it. I think it's also just super relatable because there's a lot of psychology going on in these lyrics, which I really love. She's so good at that. I do actually think the lyrics in this song are sending an incredibly helpful message. Our worst inner critic and those thoughts that go along with it should not rule our life and our thoughts. As Taylor said in that video, everybody has negative thoughts. Everybody has things that they hate about themselves. Whether they're true or not, we all have them. And chances are, they're probably not as bad as you think they are. Chances are, if you share how you're feeling with other people, they might be able to relate to what you're saying, which might make you feel less alone in your insecurities, which is the beauty of talking about your feelings and sharing those with others. Hashtag therapy is cool. No, really, it's like really cool. I go to therapy, I've been going for years, and you should go too. Like the most successful people in the world go to therapy, a counselor, religious figure, someone, talk to someone. It's very important that you do that. The ability to be vulnerable about your deepest, darkest secrets with other people is not something that comes naturally for anybody, trust me. But it's definitely something that can be worked on, and I do think that it's an incredibly important skill to have to live an emotionally balanced life. Life is hard and it gets harder as you get older, and if you don't talk about these feelings and bottle it all up, it will explode. At your boss, at your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your mom, it will explode sooner or later. So just, it's better to deal with it on your own and talk about it with trusted people. And I also just, okay, mental health rant, like I want to get rid of the stigma of like, men shouldn't talk about their feelings. You shouldn't cry in front of everyone, to men and to women. Like, picture this. Imagine if every single school teacher you ever had, after introducing themselves and having everyone go around, you're meeting everybody, what if your school teacher started the school year by stating their deepest and darkest secrets to the classroom? You didn't ask for it, but they just did it. You might view them differently all year long. You might understand more where they're coming from if they're having a bad day. And most likely, you will probably respect the hell out of them for sharing such personal things with the class in an effort to relate to them. I don't know. Very random example that I thought of, but just, man, the world would be such a better place if we were more honest with each other and with ourselves. Instead of this like lying and just like, oh, egos get in the way. I don't know. Okay, enough of this after school special. Back to the lyrics and into the chorus, which is gonna be really hard to speak and not sing. It's me, hi, I'm the problem, it's me. At tea time, everybody agrees. This feels like school, sorry. At tea time, everybody agrees. I'll stare directly at the sun, but never in the mirror. It must be exhausting, always rooting for the anti-hero. So here, Taylor has come to the realization that the whole song has been leading up to that she is the problem and no one else. No matter how easy it is to blame everyone else around you, the hardest thing in the world is admitting that you were wrong. I know this is a very tongue-in-cheek lyric of being like, hi, I'm the problem, it's me. But I actually think it's very hilarious as well as meaningful. She's like, even during tea time, which is another nod to her British beau, Joe, and her new life in London. I didn't use that to rhyme so well, but it really did. The fact that everyone gets together to be like, Taylor's the problem, and she's out here saying like, yeah, I am. Hi, I recognize that. I also recognize that I have a problem staring into the sun instead of the mirror. This is a great quick line that you might miss if you really don't like hear it the first time. Obviously, staring into the sun is painful. It's bad for you. It's bad for your corneas. You should not do it. And also, you are the only one who can decide to stop staring at the sun. So here she's saying, once again, she's making poor choices because she's staring at the sun rather than looking at herself to solve the problem. Again, relatable. Just because we know the right answer doesn't mean it's always easy to do. Leave it to Queen Taylor to just say how I'm feeling at all times. I do also want to quickly point out that somewhere else online, I saw that someone put, maybe when Taylor's referring to staring directly at the sun and never in the mirror, maybe she's referring to the two British newspapers that are kind of a little more on the sketchier side, The Sun and The Mirror, that have both published many rumors about Taylor Swift and criticized her before, like kind of, you know, the Reputation magazine era when she had the magazines of like, pregnant with her cat or whatever that said. You know what I'm talking about. I thought that was a very interesting potential Easter egg, potential meaning connection, and I love that. That's very interesting to me. All right, one of my favorite verses here. Sometimes I feel like everybody is a sexy baby and I'm a monster on the hill, too big to hang out, slowly lurching towards your favorite city, pierced through the heart but never killed. This is such a great verse, like such a great verse. I hope that everyone double taked and like went backwards to listen to this again because there's so much meaning here. And I wanna know what you guys thought, like immediately hearing it. I'm not saying everything that I'm saying is right. This is just my personal lyrical decoding and what I think it means. Okay, so the hilarious line, everybody is a sexy baby in my mind, so funny, relates to the feeling of, I mean, again, this is just from my perspective, all the young kids on TikTok right now look like supermodels. And they're like 11 or 13, and like, this is how I looked at 13. Yeah. I mean, we didn't have YouTube when we were 13 and for James Charles to teach us how to do a cat eye sharp enough to kill a man. I still don't know how to do a cat eye. I still don't know how. It's sad. I will work on it, okay? But in this verse, I feel like she's trying to explain to us how she feels like an outsider. And then the other side of this metaphor, the more scholarly version, is the metaphor relating to Frankenstein / Dracula. I love it. It's beautiful when she relates things back to old school novels. In case you weren't aware, Frankenstein refers to Frankenstein's monster, a fictional character from Mary Shelley's 1818 novel, Frankenstein. I'm not gonna get into that entire book's meaning and such. Great book, great movie, by the way. It's a classic. But essentially, Frankenstein, you know, the cartoon you've seen your whole life with the thing on the neck. Yes, it's this monster that everyone in the village sees as scary and terrifying and as a danger to society. And that's how Taylor is telling us how she sometimes feels to the rest of the world. In that interview that I just showed you, she even said she doesn't feel like a real person sometimes, which is like, dude, I get it. I mean, I don't get it. I don't get it at all. Like, I don't know how she does anything normal in life. Imagine being a server and Taylor and Joe sit down for a dinner with you. How do you not say something? How do you not tweet something? How do you not come out with like a camera in your pocket? I don't know. It's like Taylor Swift can't literally go out in public anymore and not have it be this huge deal. I mean, I just feel like it has to be incredibly exhausting to be Taylor Swift and to be on that level of fame for so many different reasons that we've all seen play out in the public. So yeah, this right here in this verse is a very, very powerful metaphor. She literally says that I feel like I'm a monster on the hill and I'm too big to hang out with anyone, which is so true in so many different ways. Once again, when she says she's lurching towards your favorite city, pierced through the heart but never killed, she also made me think of Dracula and vampires. Vampires are famously killed by having a wooden stake driven through their heart, so Taylor is also relating herself and her insecurities to a blood-sucking vampire. Lol. I love her mind so much sometimes. I also personally think that her saying pierced through the heart but never killed could also be a reference to her dating history and how many times she's been hurt but never been killed, and she never gave up, and now she's with Joe. So freaking cute. God, I swear anytime you read a Taylor Swift lyric, there's like more and more meaning to it each time. So that's why I want to know your thoughts on everything I'm saying and all of your guys' interpretations on it. Did you hear my covert narcissism I disguise as altruism like some kind of congressman? Tale as old as time. Such great rhymes here. Damn girl. Okay, quick vocab lesson. Covert means not openly acknowledged or hidden. And narcissism, you probably know, but just in case, means excessive selfishness and self-centeredness. So once again, she's making fun of herself by saying, can you hear me disguise my narcissism in this cute, funny rhyme? Is it cute? It's distracting, but cute, but also truthful. She kills me. And altruism is characterized by selflessness and concern for the well-being of other people and your ability to put other people's needs first, which is the literal opposite definition of a narcissist, narcissism. So I just love how she's like, yep, I am disguising my selfishness by making you think I'm being selfless, but I'm not. I'm lying to you like a damn politician, tale as old as time, because politicians have literally been lying to us since the beginning of time. Hits on so many levels. I have this dream my daughter-in-law kills me for the money. She thinks I left them in the will. The family gathers around and reads it, and then someone screams out she's laughing at us up from hell. It's me, hi, I'm the problem, it's me. Everybody agrees. The chorus repeats, so I'm only gonna do that once. Such a great part, a really great chorus. I've loved watching her songwriting kind of evolve over the years, but like this is great. And it's obviously played out scene by scene in the Anti-Hero music video, which you'll see me decode on my next video. And I honestly feel like this verse right here is very self-explanatory, but I also find it really interesting. When you are someone who is as rich and powerful and successful as Taylor Swift, what does that level of success feel like? What's it like to be you? To try and date people, to try and plan out your life? Like, what is it going to be like once she has kids? Are her kids going to be able to live normal lives themselves? Are they gonna be able to go to regular schools? Like, maybe she's thinking like, what will happen to me when I'm old and I'm on my deathbed and all that's left of me is my billion-dollar estate up for grabs and her incredible music legacy, obviously. Will my family try and take it for themselves? Will they just view me as a free-for-all money grab? I don't know, but it's an interesting little narrative that she wrote for us in the Anti-Hero music video that I cannot wait to dive into with you guys. But again, guys, this is just my take on her lyrics. I've been a Taylor Swift fan since she started putting out music. I'm basically her age, I'm 31, and it's just been so cool to watch her songwriting evolve and how it still relates to my life and just everyone's life. Like millions of people resonate with her lyrics because it just sounds like speaking to us from pages out of her diary. And like I said, like there's a bug, go away. Oh, damn bug. And I mean, there's a reason why she is such an incredible role model for so many people out there, but I do also think it's good that like, no one is perfect. It's okay to criticize constructively. You've heard me talk about some of Taylor Swift's merch release practices that I'm not a big fan of, but like, again, no one is perfect and we never know anything of what's going on. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. I just felt like I didn't write an outro for this video, so I'm just kind of like rambling and ranting. Yeah. It feels good to be doing a lyrical decoding. Reading out my own script, I feel like I sound kind of silly, so I hope that you guys like this. I think I'm just being self-conscious right now, but I think you guys are going to like this, I really do. And I'm working on the anti-hero music video, guys. Make sure you're following me on Twitter and Instagram. I'm including your guys' tweets and theories that you guys send me. Make sure you send me some things on TikTok as well. And of course, make sure you stay tuned for the signed Taylor Swift CD giveaway that I'm going to be doing this November. I haven't decided an official date, but probably in my next like 2 videos. I just haven't had like a minute to breathe. And also, of course, make sure you like this video and that you comment and share this with your Swiftie friends. I don't get paid from YouTube for any of my reaction videos because of copyright. I do get paid for this. This is my original content, and I'm so excited to bring this to you and bring you more things Taylor Swift related, pop culture, lifestyle related. In case you haven't seen, I'm working on starting some type of podcast / talk show, and I wanna really start that from my YouTube channel. And I'd love to start with a little advice column, a little series about that. So make sure you send all of your questions to asklaurenlipman@gmail.com. Make your questions juicy. I'm here to help. I feel like I've got a lot of wisdom to share. All you gotta do is just send an email and let me know if you want it to be anonymous or not, and you will find out very, very soon if I choose your question, and I'll kind of keep them piled up for future uses. But yeah, it feels really good to be back. I'm like rusty. Like even my lighting setup here, I just feel like I'm like, I don't know, like I gotta figure all of this stuff out again. It feels good to be doing it again though. Check out the Patreon if you are looking for an awesome community of people, or if you're just wanting some more reactions from me, because for the one price you get access to everything. Like literally my Reputation reaction, my Lover album reaction, Long Pond, like everything unedited. It's great, and I love that I have that resource. It's the reason I'm able to call YouTube my full-time job, because of the amazing people over on the Patreon. So love you guys, and thank you guys for watching on YouTube and liking and commenting and just having me be a part of your life. There's a lot of Swiftie YouTubers out there now, and I didn't really think that that would be my title, Swiftie YouTuber, but I'm proud of it. I am, and I'm excited to see what the future holds. All right, we're done talking, Lauren. This is a little cringy. All right, guys, that's enough rambling from me. Thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate it. Comment your thoughts and theories. What did I get wrong? What did I get right? Also, I am looking for help. If you live in Los Angeles and you're good at editing and you're creative and you're a go-getter and you got a flexible schedule, hit me up. I'm truly looking for help, editing, producing, all of these things, I'd love help. So if you live in LA, you have to live in LA. That is my one condition. Shoot me an email. Would love to hear from you. All right, that's enough from me. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.